why do I dry fast 14 to 16 hours a day? Do I have no life? And I feel sorry for them because they don't understand. Okay, we human beings are not supposed to eat 3 meals a day. We're just not. We are conditioned mentally to do so. We get bored. We get depressed. When we go out with friends and family, and our memories as children, we link food with the social event and the happiness. So we take food to mean pleasure. And it is. When you're eating food with your friends and family, it is pleasure. I'm not denying that. But the human body was not designed to eat that much food. It was not designed to be stressed out all the time with food, because when you eat food, the body has to digest it. It takes the resources that it has, that it would normally use to heal the body, and uses it to digest the food. It can't do both things at one time effectively. Okay, so when it's digesting food, it's not healing. This is how you get ill. This is how you accumulate illnesses, because it's piling on top of each other. The body says, oh, I'll deal with that later, I'll deal with that later. And then it gets bad, it gets really bad. And the more food you're eating, especially when it's the wrong kind of food, like the milk, dairy products especially, animal products overall, and starchy foods, these are acid-causing foods. So they deposit acid in your body. And your body cannot deal with acid very well. It has to take the acid and put it into the lymphatic system, or use cholesterol or calcium to buffer it. Because if it doesn't buffer it, the acid will burn tissue. Eventually, after years of doing this, it's going to get tired, and the lymphatic system is going to get so clogged up that the acids that it normally takes away from the cells, it can't do it anymore. And this is when you get lymphedema and lymph problems and swelling, edema, etc. Because now the body cannot remove the acid effectively, and this causes tumors, etc. You don't want that to happen. So when you're consuming very little food, and first of all, you're doing what the body wants, okay, the dry fasting, 14-hour, 16-hour days, and you're giving it time to heal. So 8 hours it takes to digest the food completely, okay, completely. Then another 8 hours takes to heal. The more time you give it, the better. More than 8 hours is better. So 16 hours ideally is perfect, because 8 hours for full digestion, 8 hours to clean, and to clean and heal. The longer you give it time, the more it can heal. Okay, that's why dry fasting on a daily basis is a good idea. Even if you are eating bad foods, which I don't recommend, you're still better off doing the intermittent dry fasting than not. Now, it can be dangerous as well too if you're eating bad foods and dry fasting, because dry fasting really pulls down all the toxins, and if you're not eliminating properly, if you're not excreting the waste properly, it can be a problem, because all that toxins it pulls down, it can't go anywhere, so it goes into the blood, and it can poison the system. So that's why I always recommend you have a somewhat decent diet. So 90% of your diet should be fruits, and occasional salad and bad vegan foods if you choose to. But 80% okay is even okay, but don't let the majority of your diet be cooked foods, because it piles up, the effects piles up, and eventually it hits a point where it's hard to turn around, and it's very difficult to turn around. Some people, they get so desperate, they have to do 30, 40, 50-day Le Mans fast, and then they have to do dry fasting, like 24, 36, 72-hour dry fast. It's tough. But when you get to the point where you're desperate, that's what you do. My point is, don't get desperate. Don't get to the point where you're desperate. Balance yourself out now properly. Eat correct foods right now, so that you don't have to deal with that aggressive detox programs, okay? So I hope this helped you. More of this coming your way.